Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the San Francisco Giants and the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Alex Happ, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
Coming to the plate now, Alan Correa. He will lead this one off today.
For San Francisco, the third baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last two in a row.
Yeah, Matty V, hey, D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3, D-Row.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. Home run number 5 on the year as the Giants are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Right out of the gates right there. He's not wasting any time. First batter of the game, not normally known for his pop, but he got every last stitch of that one.
And that'll bring up Nick Livingston. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That's the ball.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. So stepping in, Joseph Arnold, first at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
This guy's had a super season so far, and we're well into the baseball season, so this isn't a fluke. He's been swinging the bat great all year.
First offering on its way.
Ball, that's out.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Rip toward the gap in right. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
Now at the plate, Raul Mendoza. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. First pitch on its way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. That misses, 1-2. Has a look. Now the pitch. Ground ball left side. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Adrian Manuel.
Now at the plate, Adrian Manuel, and a great chance here for the Giants to add on in just the first inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. One and 0. Here it is. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes.
Nope, that's off the plate. It's ball 2.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Giants off to a good start. Bye-bye, baby. It's a solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up, and the Giants are off to an early 1-0 lead. Guadalupe Hernandez is on the mound for the Giants in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Now at the plate, J.C. Embry. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, J.C. Embry.
Pitch on the way. Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. Line towards center field. Mendoza has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, Freddie Santiago.
So in now for Chicago, Freddie Santiago. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. Right to him. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Batting third, the first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
Stepping up to the plate, Ryan Buckner. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Second inning set to go, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Reggie Rivas.
Reggie Rivas.
First offering on its way.
Nope, outside.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strike
Down,
2.
1-2.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Into the box, Ricky Raimo. As he grounds one briskly to short. Scooped up, and there's out number 2.
Batting it, the shortstop, Xander Bogart.
Standing in, Xander Bogaerts. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
1-1's the count.
And that misses. 1-1. Bogaerts, a native of the island of Aruba. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Hit down the line at first, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The Giants have struck first here. They lead it 1-0 as we play the second. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all. Stepping into the box, Guadalupe Hernandez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Has a look, now the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Good job there to jump ahead with the fastball. If he's going to get back on track out there, the fastball is what he's going to start to need locating first and foremost. Then he can work his other pitches off of that.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball called for strike 2.
They teach pitchers to keep the ball down, but if you can locate upstairs like that, it really gives you the ability to mess with the eye level of the batter.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
1 ball.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Bogaerts, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Giants leave 1, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Pete Armstrong.
Pete Armstrong.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to short. Bogaerts has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
Ready now, Sammy Sosa. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 1 out, nobody on. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Sosa is almost surely going to represent the National League in this year's All-Star game, as he currently leads all right fielders in fan votes.
Yeah, this comes as no surprise. This guy is one of the best players in the game, a superstar, and that's what the All-Star game is about. The fans getting to see the best players put on display.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Jesse Padilla.
Digging in, Jesse Padilla. He's been productive at the plate in the series with 6 hits coming into this one. Pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We played 2 full. Giants on top, 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the rookie third baseman, Alan Correa.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Matty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a ball.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Here now the 2-2. Breaking ball is swung on and bounced to short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So with 1 away, time for a check at the standings now in the National League Central as you see where the Cubs find themselves entering play here today. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Livingston. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Popped him up. Padilla is under it. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Joseph Arnold.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Joseph Arnold. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. Buckner has got it, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3, but they're up 1-0.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the third inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. At the start of the day, they are one of the best teams in the league at getting on base and then stealing bases. Some of the players told me earlier that their philosophy is to always apply pressure. Whether they're in the batter's box or running the bases, they want to keep the opposing pitchers and defense right on their toes. It's an interesting mix of patience and aggressiveness, but it works well for them, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. The next Cub up, Sito Suzuki. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Livingston is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. So one gone in the inning now, and it's time to check out the standings in the National League West as you take a look at where the Giants find themselves entering play here today. Into the box now, Nicholas Horner. He comes into this one just 2 for 12 in the series to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, no balls and a strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first two pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
1 out, nobody on. And that's low, ball 4.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
The pitcher, Alex Happ, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Now a throw over to first, and he's back in standing. From the stretch.
Count's 1-0.
Now a move over to first and a dive, but he's back. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Runners off for second. Strike taken. The throw. Skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
A ball hit softly on a line to third. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, J.C. Embry.
Digging in for his second at-bat, J.C. Embry, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He was fighting that swing the whole way, but he went around. It's no balls and a strike. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the right fielder. Now this will rattle up against the wall. He pulls into second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
At the plate, Freddie Santiago. Fly ball out to right field. Right fielder is on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. We played 3 full, all even now at 1-1. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Giants to discuss his thoughts on the San Francisco lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Next to bat for the Giants, Raul Mendoza. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. The pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. Giants center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count. Into right field. That's a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Stepping in now, Adrian Manuel, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. One ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman.
1-1.
1-1.
That's a ball.
One run on 3 hits and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Called a strike, and it's full 3-2. This is foul right side. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Suzuki will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, second baseman, Reggie Rivas.
So striding in, Reggie Rivas. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Here comes the first pitch. Rivas, 28 years old. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. He's running. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. And the pitch on 2-1. And this one's in the dirt. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Has a look, now the pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
Now batting, catcher, Ricky.
So striding forward now, Ricky Raimo. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set, and the pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Now both runners are breaking. He swings and misses. Throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's not easy to do. To steal third off a catcher that has an elite arm like this. Great base running there.
And he pops him up back behind second base. Embry takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He's been held in check in the series, just 1 for 12 coming in. Here's the first pitch to him. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes for Bogaerts.
He's been really effective in this one so far. But it's interesting here that with a couple of guys on base, he seems to be not trusting his stuff quite as much. Kind of messing around the strike zone a little bit.
Second and third, 2 away. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off in the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Guadalupe Hernandez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Fastball in there for a called strike. So far this season, Hernandez is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Giants pitcher.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Down the left field line and deep. And they can't run it down. Here's the 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Digging in once again, Alan Correa, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Ready with the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two out, bases loaded. Got him reaching there, strike 2. From the stretch, the 1-2 fouled away. Here's the 1-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Payoff pitch on its way. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Giants 2 and the Cubs 1. Leading off the inning, Ryan Buckner, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Ryan Buckner.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Hey!
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
All even now, 2-2. Here's the pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
In now, Pete Armstrong. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Sammy Sosa. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Changeup low, 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Now here's the pitch.
No surprise here that they're working around this big boy. Certainly not going to let this guy tie the game up with something fat out over the heart of the plate.
4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it, but when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
Stepping up now, Jesse Padilla, man at first after the 2-out walk. From the belt, kicks and deals.
1-0.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Now a throw over, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And again a throw, and the runner back safely. Another throw over, and he'll dive back in. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Hard on the ground towards short. Bogarts has it, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. They're down 2-1. Now at the plate, Nick Livingston. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Oh, that's out.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup, so if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Ball 3. Joseph Arnold is on deck. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Full count still. Here's the 3-2. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Another full count pitch home. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Popped him up. Embry has a play. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Joseph Arnold.
Digging in now, Joseph Arnold. First offering on its way. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Hit out towards second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The center fielder, number 10, Raul Mendoza.
Ready once again, Raul Mendoza. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1, no strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Still 1-2. Now the pitch. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Padilla finds it, and the throw to first ends the inning. Giants down in order. They lead it 2-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sito Suzuki is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball that's 1-0. Now here it comes. High in the air out to center field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
The batter, the shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
At the plate, Nicholas Horner. He drew a walk his first time up. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now here it comes. Hit to first. Reined in. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The pitcher, number 16, Alex Bass.
Jimmy Grimes will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Grimes.
The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Coming to the plate now, J.C. Embry, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
He's set. Here it comes. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy is known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
He pulls this one into right. Livingston will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 left for the Cubs. Our score remains 2-1. Ronnie Wickert takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
For the Chicago Cubs, number 0, Ronnie Wickert.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and here comes the first baseman, Adrian Manuel. Now here's the pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. windup and the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Can't get him to go after the Scroogie with 2 strikes, so it's 1-2 now. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Now batter, second baseman.
Striding in once again, Reggie Rivas. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
2-0.
Three and 0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Inside, he misses, ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Settling in now, Ricky Raimo. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Runners on first with 1 down. And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Good pitch there on the inside, black, called the strike. This year against right-handed pitching, Raimo is a batting line residing in the 230s.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
The 2-2. Popped him up. Embry moving to his left. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. A couple of walks for him thus far. Spin and a throw back to second. A dive, but he's back. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Palm ball there, but that's in the dirt for a ball. One and one.
One ball, one strike.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 out here and a runner at second. On the ground to the right side. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. 1 left for San Francisco. They still lead it 2-1. Ready for another shot now, Freddie Santiago. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Oh, that's out.
Nice. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
The first baseman, number 22, Ryan Buckner.
In now, Ryan Buckner. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
1-1.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
2-2. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Pete Armstrong. First pitch on its way. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
That one catches the edge of the zone, called a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2. swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
At the plate now, Sammy Sosa, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. And he fouls this one off.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Way outside. 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. 2 out with the man at first. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Still even at 2-2. Now here's another pitch fouled off and heading for the seats, and he's just fighting to stay alive here. Still 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he struck him out. So he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. They still trail it here 2-1. So here now's the pitcher, Guadalupe Hernandez.
The pitcher, Guadalupe Hernandez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch zone.
Line to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
The third baseman, Alan Correa.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Alan Correa. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and a strike to the Giants' leadoff man. And he missed with the palm ball, so it goes to 2-1. And the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel. 2-1 our score. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. The 2-2 one more time. Drilled to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Livingston.
Here's a look over to first. So now to the plate, Nick Livingston, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Runner goes for second. A pitch out. The throw. And just great defensive baseball there as they will nail him at second on the pitch out.
Well, they've got a small lead, and they're pushing to add to it by being aggressive on the base pass. But as a manager, you just hope you're not giving up outs that you wish you could have had back.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. He's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Giants are down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Last half of the seventh here, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Jesse Padilla.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And that misses, ball one. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field, so the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning.
They need to be aggressive right here from the offensive standpoint. Lead off base hit, bottom of the seventh, you're down one. This has to be the moment they scratch one across.
Now here's the Giants skipper making his way out toward the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Earl Donovan comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Earl Donovan.
Standing in now, Sito Suzuki, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. The 0-1 on its way. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Right side, hit hard. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Hey, guys, right there, you look for weaknesses. Can a guy come in? Can he command in? Obviously not the case in this situation. He went to the well outside half 3 times, and eventually the batter made a nice adjustment.
First pitch on its way. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle. A step on the bag for one. On to first. A double play.
Now pitcher, 0-0, Ronnie.
Oliver Blanco will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 25, Oliver Blanco.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. Blanco, a 27-year-old. This is his first year at the big league level. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. high and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Swinging a soft liner. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for the Cubs. They're down 2-1. Julio Teheran's been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 49, Julio Teheran.
New inning set to get underway. And digging in is the outfielder, Joseph Arnold. First offering on its way.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Into the box, Raul Mendoza, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Popped him up. Buckner in foul ground. 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Adrian Manuel.
Ready for another chance. Adrian Manuel, not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. They're facing right-handed pitching so far this season. Manuel hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to, because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Sosa in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Up next to the Giants, the second baseman, Reggie Rivas.
Standing in, Reggie Rivas, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First delivery to him on the way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Well, when you hear people talk about the unwritten rules of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that. You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
Into the box, Ricky Raimo. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up, and the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Giants leave a couple. They lead it 2-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Killian Melendez is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Johnny Ota will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Here comes the first pitch. J.C. Embry is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Melendez has over 40 innings on his line so far and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. 2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Now the 2-0.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
Pulled toward right center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. And he will get there. He's in at third as the tying run with a leadoff triple.
I think most guys are probably content with a double in that situation. Leading off the inning and representing the tying run, but he was thinking 3 bags all the way. Now all they need is some good situational hitting to drive him home.
Striding into the box, Freddie Santiago, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now the 1-0. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
The 1-2. Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. Catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. The throw's offline. He's safe. And we are tied here in the 8th.
That was a really good at-bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield, and the tying run comes in to score.
First offering on its way. Ryan Buckner comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
1 out, nobody on. Two and 0 now.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Now the pitch. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
At the plate, Pete Armstrong. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Gone! And that two-run home run delivers an 8th inning lead. So it's a two-run shot to right center as they've taken a two-run lead.
That's a big-time bomb right there. It's about time now for the closer to get ready and slam the door on this one.
Medeiros answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble. Into the box now, Sammy Sosa. This will take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Three runs already home here. Skied into very shallow right. Livingston will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 3, Jesse Padilla.
Stepping in, Jesse Padilla. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball well outside. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double. But baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
So digging in now, Nicholas Horner. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Here's the 1-0. A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike. Two and 1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2 down, runners at first and second. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. And the payoff pitch fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. On the ground for the shortstop, Bogarts. Right to him. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Hernandez will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning.
Hernandez.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. And he's got an opportunity to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can cash in here. He's set. The 0-1. Swing and a line drive. But just fouls as he just misses extra bases.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for the G-men. It's now 4-2 Chicago. Thomas Nicholas comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Thomas Nicholas.
Kicking off the top of the ninth, Xander Bogaerts, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Armstrong is there, one quick out to start inning number 9.
Now batting, the second baseman, Johnny Ota.
So in now for San Francisco, Johnny Ota. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one, but that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting, third baseman, Alan
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Alan Correa. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. From the stretch, here's the pitch. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
That's up there.
At the letters, but called high. It's a ball. Fouled off. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
To the plate now, Nick Livingston, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Stepping in now, Joseph Arnold. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Comes set with the 0-1. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs bounce back here to take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series as this one is over. 4-2 the final score today. The Chicago Cubs pick up win number 70 to top the division. Julio Teheran claims the win out of the pen, his first. Thomas Nicholas wraps it up for the save, his 34th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.